right? Okay, now you should hear me. That's why we do this. Okay, hopefully this will start. Right? Here we go. Now we're starting. Okay, on microphone will be on soon. All right, everybody. We should be good to go now. So as I was saying, I'm going to give it a minute just to make sure everything is working appropriately, making sure the sound and everything is working. So just give me a second here. Well, hopefully I get it on. So, all right, we're good. Okay, just need to make sure things are always going well. Okay, so while I'm just getting a couple things, loose ends tied up, guess what color I'm going to pick for the shelves today. Right now, just kind of cycling through them. I'll pick a color. The winner, I don't know. Eventually, I'll pick something the winner will get. But for today, the winner gets my undying respect. Okay, so here we go. Just give me a second here. Get the lesson started. Let me get the Facebook stream started, and then we'll get started. All right. Should take less than a minute. Hello, students. Welcome out to our classroom piano lessons on the web. Your piano teacher, Tim here. And you know, while I'm getting things started, if you're new here looking on Facebook, watching us on Facebook, make sure you like our page, Piano Lessons on the Web. And then if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you're subscribed. You have all notifications turned on because we have new lessons coming out all the time. And you don't want to miss a beat. All right, before we start, try to guess what color the lights will be today. Right now it's cycling through. And then let me get the notes and everything ready to go. All right, so here is color of the day is, it kind of looks red on the screen, but it's orange. So if you chose orange, which I don't think anybody did, you have won my respect. If not, keep trying. Okay. I wish I am the one to get that undying respect from Tim. All right, well, if you guessed orange, then you have it. Red's pretty close. I might even accept red. All right, here we go. Now we're ready to get started. Okay. Sorry, a little bit out of sorts today. Okay, here we go. I get questions from students all the time. Tim, how do you play 30-second notes? Well, your piano teacher has you covered because I'm going to teach you that today. All right, let me get staff pad up here, folks. And while I'm getting this started, you may notice I actually have new LEDs today. I've gotten, I had ones that were battery operated and they were not working so well. So these ones plug into the wall. They work a bit better. I'm still getting them positioned and everything so they work out well. All right, let me just get this thing up so I can show you, because I always like to show what I'm talking about. Always pretty freaking helpful. All right. Here we go. All right, let me draw out some 30-second notes. Well, some 16th notes maybe first, and explain this. Okay, really quick, I want to explain that if you don't know already, a quarter note, which is this guy, has a note head and then a stem to it. That gets one count. And whenever you split a note into two with using eighth notes, you use the number, you count that by saying the number that you're on. Now let me do this. Hold on. Sorry, everybody. So the first thing I want to explain is that a quarter note gets one beat. You can identify a quarter note by the fact that it has a note head right here and then a stem to it, and the note head is filled in. It does not look like that. That is a half note. That's a little bit different. So remember that we have our time signature here, 4/4, and we can have 4 beats in each of these boxes called a measure. So you would count this as 1, 2, 3, 4, with each beat hitting on each of the beats in that measure. So now, if you don't know, you really should be doing what's called subdividing these beats into 4 parts. And we do that by saying 1E and 2E and where each of these now is worth a quarter of a beat. So we're breaking each beat into 4 quarters. And the reason we do that is that when we break them down even further, and this is critical to understanding 30-second notes and the like, but when we break them down into, say, 16th notes, it's really helpful to be counting out the subdivisions, because now with the 16th note, you're literally playing a note for every syllable. So I'm hitting it on beat 1, E, and then right there. So on the piano, or with the piano, that would just be 1. Oh, sorry, don't have it turned on. Give me a second here. So with the piano, quite simply, that would just be played as 1E and just like that. Now, how do you play 30-second notes, which are even twice as fast? Well, here is how it's going to work. All right, hold on, everybody. Let me get a little closer here. All right, let me write out something for us. Come on. All right, we're getting there, I promise. Okay, now we have 30-second notes. So if there were 4 16th notes for each quarter note or each beat, now there are going to be 8 30-second notes in each beat. So this, we still have obviously beat 1 here. And this only takes up 1 beat, by the way. We could have 4 times this many 30-second notes. We can have 32 in a whole measure. So here we just have 1 beat, which would be 8. Since 8 times 4 would be 32. All right, so here we have 1. We actually have the same syllables as before, and this is the way I like to do it. Here's method 1 to counting 30-second notes. So we still have 1 E and except now for each syllable, you're just playing 2 notes for each one. So quite simply, this would be counted as 1 E and you would play it even faster in the context of a piece a lot of times. 1 E and 1 E and 1 E and just like that, and that would just take up 1 beat. Actually, a whole measure would go 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and just like that. So that's what I recommend, especially since I have told you many times in the past to count out your 30-second notes or your measures in terms of 16th notes, that's subdivision. So that would make sense because then you could go back to playing 16th notes right after. Let me show you here. So it would make it easier going from 32nd notes to 16th notes to just count them out as the 1E is just with 2 for each syllable with the 16th notes, because then you could go in from 1E and to 2E and just like that, and that would help you maintain the consistency there. But there is another way to count out 32nd notes. So let me show you. All right, I'm going to quickly check in with the chat, make sure everything is running appropriately. Hey everybody, Bam and Molly is here, also known as why haven't I been? I haven't seen your name for a while, but I know who you are. But anyway, welcome Bam and Molly. I'm gonna remember as soon as I stop trying. Hello Sue, welcome Carl. So everybody, it looks like they are doing pretty well. All right. Okay, so it looks like everything's working well. Let me show you the second method here, and then I will respond to people in more detail. Island, that's what it is. That's what your name is. All right. Okay, so here we have a measure of 32nd notes once again. Here's the alternative way to counting these. So once again, we're just going to put our 1E and in here again because it's the same thing. So this whole strategy involves adding in a syllable in between each of the syllables that we have so far. And the traditional way of doing this, or the common way, rather, is the term duh. So one da ed andy da one da eda andy da. It's really hard to say, but one da eda andy da, just like that. Or you can make this one d, one d ed andy da. Yeah, that might work a little bit better. But that's the alternative way. One da ed andy da. That way you are actually you actually have a syllable for every single note that you have. If you prefer, you would want to do it that way. But those are the two ways that I recommend. Hey, Fanny, how you doing? Fanny says, hi. Apparently, I keep losing everybody and getting lost without knowing why. Well, where did you go? I don't know. I didn't know that you went anywhere. Let me get the chat up here so everybody knows what's going on. Math lesson as well. It always is, isn't it? It's Zaynep. Hey, Zaynep, how you doing? Glad that you are here as well. Sue Mariner's here once again. Welcome out, Sue. We got Carl back here. Welcome out, Carl. Stan's new here. Welcome out, Stan. Welcome out anybody that is new here. New and returning students, always would love to hear from you all again. So feel free to stop by anytime. We meet Fridays and Sundays, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. However, we are not meeting on Sunday because Sunday is Easter. So let me go over a couple of things with all of you. And the first thing is, the first thing I want to let you know is I have courses over on my website, pianolessonsontheweb.com. I have over 20 courses designed to help you learn a lot more about piano and music. Now, the thing to keep in mind that is if you are a fan of the YouTube channel here, you are going to love my courses because not only do you get access to instructional videos in the same style that you see here on the channel, but you also get notes that go along with them. You get worksheets, sheet music, real pieces to play. So these are actual courses, whereas like YouTube, a lot of times I'll teach you something and then move on without really giving you much to practice. This, I'll introduce you a topic in a video. You'll have notes to go along with that. And then you'll have practice assignments and exercises and sheet music all centered around those topics that I teach you in the courses. So it's a lot more structured, and it's actually a lot more comprehensive. So whether you are a beginner looking for a solid foundation or you have some experience already and you're looking to take things to that next level, I highly recommend you check out my courses. I wanted to bring this up right now because the spring sale has officially ended. However, for this weekend only until Monday, let me go back here. I accidentally clicked. Until Monday, I've left the discounts up. So if you didn't have a chance to pick up some of my courses during the sale, you will definitely want to check them out here. You can pick up courses individually, but I recommend checking out a course pack because you'll get a much better deal. And then you can, and then all the courses are also designed based on where you're at. So if you're a beginner, you want to check out this beginner's pack, and you get 4 courses included here. And courses normally are $29.99 a piece. So this is on sale for $39.99 for 4. So normally it'd be $120. So you can do the math there. That's quite a good deal. Click on any of the courses you want to learn more about, and then you can check out the course description, what you need to know before taking the course, what you're going to be able to do after taking the course, very important, and the pieces you're going to be learning, as well as a general rule of thumb on how long it's going to take, and then as well as like where you can purchase the course either individually as part of the beginner's pack or the all course access, which is of course the best deal. All right, so I want to tell you about that because I did decide to leave that discount up over the weekend. One more thing I want to tell you is, as a thank you for coming today and chiming in or tuning in, use code YouTube for an additional 15% off during checkout. So just for those that are paying attention, the real fans out there. All right. Oh yeah, I really want to tell you guys also about this. So over on my website, if you go to the community tab at the top, this is a free portion of the website. This is for people who attend our live streams, and if you want to attend on a regular basis, this is supposed to say 1 p.m. Eastern up here. Sorry about that. But if you want to attend on a regular basis, I recommend you fill out this email form where you're going to get an email reminder 30 minutes before we meet. And then down here, we have the schedule of what we're talking about and when. Because we had a holiday coming up, I need to actually update the calendar, which I will do very shortly. So just wanted to share with you guys that. Hey, we got Jeremy with the $20 super chat. Thank you so much, Jeremy. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much for your support. Definitely helps things keep moving along and helps support what's going on here on the channel. Thank you so much. All right, hear what that I talk nonsense? Why not? We do from time to time. That's true. Yes, happy Easter, everybody. Have a hell of a time. I agree. Well, a good time for sure. Fanny lost us again. I don't know what's going on with Fanny, but I hope you figure it out. All right, everybody. Any questions about what we talked about today? I know it was a shorter lesson, but it doesn't take that long to teach 30-second notes. I had another lesson planned for today that was the mistakes that beginners always make when learning piano. I wanted to put more work into that one, and you're going to see that lesson come up again after the holiday. We are meeting next Friday, by the way. Next time we're meeting is Friday the 26th at 1 p.m. All right, any questions about anything we talked about today? Let me get you, if anybody's new here and you've never been to my website, I highly recommend you check it out. I'll get you guys a link here right now. And then if I don't get any other questions or anything, I guess we'll end a little early today. I'll wish you all a happy Easter and everything. And yeah, trying to think if there's anything else I want to tell you. I mean, like I said, I got new lights. I still need to position them a little bit better. They look a lot stronger than the other ones. And they're not even on full blast because if I turn them on full, the camera starts weirding out. So that's what's going on there. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I think that's really it. I don't really have a lot of updates today because, like I said, it's kind of a holiday and a shorter lesson. Mogsy says, love it. Next Friday at 13 o'clock. Says piano. So that is it. All right, everybody. I'm glad you enjoyed the lesson today. Let me do like an outro so when I piece this lesson together, it makes sense. And then I guess I'll just kind of adjourn for today and say until next Friday. All right. Let me think about where I want to send people after this lesson. If you like today's lesson, make sure you smash the like button. It lets other students know this is a quality lesson they can learn from as well. Make sure you subscribe. You have notifications, all notifications turned on because we have new lessons coming out and you don't want to miss a beat. Check out some of the other lessons on the channel, specifically ones that will help you improve your rhythm. So this has been your piano teacher, Tim. Thanks for coming by today, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Sue says, happy Resurrection Sunday to you too, Tim, and everybody. Thank you so much. Island says, or Bam and Molly says, metronome, and I still not a good friend until now. Yeah, me neither. Me neither. Island, I feel the same way. Yeah, keep at it, as Jeremy says. You got to keep practicing, and then you'll get it. I want to say thank you so much to Fanny for the $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Fanny, for your support. Sorry that you were a little confused today, but that's all right. We all have those days, don't we? So I'm glad you figured out the super chat, and really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Smash that like button, as Jeremy says. I agree. All right, everybody. Have a very happy Easter. You have a great week. And, yeah. Make sure to check out the courses over my website, pianolessonsontheweb.com. Only 2 days left, I guess, to get to take advantage of the discounts over there. And, yeah, thanks for coming out today. Have a great holiday weekend. And I'll see you next week. Thank you so much. It's been your piano teacher, Tim. And I'll see you in the next lesson. Roxana says, I missed the lesson. Yes, true. My YouTube reminded me at 1:15. Sorry. Yeah, that's all right, Roxana. Sorry about that. And then actually, I want to apologize because I forgot. I don't know if you're signed up for the email reminders. I did forget to send out the email reminders today, so that is part of the reason we have less people here today as well. Yes, it is euros, not dollars. So thank you for the $10 euro super chat. I appreciate that so much, Fanny. All right, everybody, have a great holiday, and I'll talk to you soon.